Hello and welcome to Three Kobolds Gaming, where we play Pathfinder 2nd Edition, and tonight we continue our Heroes of Absalom campaign.
Woo! Woo!
Thank you
Yeah.
all so much for joining us. I'm
Yeehaw.
excited.
I'm cold. Cold in my house.
I'm sorry to hear that. I'm not excited about the
Cold.
fact that it's cold in your house.
Anyone else's house cold these days?
My apartment, our apartment, is constantly cold.
Keep our place really cold, actually.
Yeah.
Like it's very.
We live
Yeah.
we live on the ground floor, and for some reason we've only been here a couple of months and it's been summer, but for some reason our thermostat is hard set to no lower than 76 degrees.
Oh, rad. Cool.
Constantly like 60, 65 or something stupid like that. What I think is happening is like we're getting all of the cold air for like all of the building above us, and we're just cold. It's just cold.
Huh.
So we'll see how that
Winter
goes in the winter.
Usually I like the dungeon cold apartment.
Yeah.
Like when I was growing up, my mom kept my house super, super cold, and it was like, yes, give me this all the time. Love being cold.
Do have a little bit of a special announcement. Big ol' happy early birthday to our one and only
Hey.
Ben, player of the Magnanimous Oski.
Does that mean it's
turning-
Oski's birthday too?
It is Oski's birthday too. We're
In-
gonna
Wow.
in what,
say
3 days?
it is Oski's birthdays too. Yeah.
Turning an undisclosed age in 3 days. So, happy birthday.
In 3 days he'll be redacted.
Ben, aka Oski, age redacted, sex redacted, last known alias redacted.
Redacted.
Suddenly we're playing a Delta Green game.
Yeah.
It would be appropriate for your birthday.
Or the FBI.
Anyway, another quick addendum, not addendum, but
Love addendums.
what is it
Caveat?
called? Not a redaction, but when a newspaper puts out like a "we were wrong," like what is that?
They call it a correction.
A correction. Okay. I'm issuing a formal correction. I forgot that a little spell known as suggestion, has the incapacitation trait. And since our characters are more than double the level of the spell, Twinkle Toes' level of success and/or failure increased by 1. She did, in fact, regular fail suggestion and not critically fail suggestion, which would have caused her to run away for an hour. Instead, it's only 1 minute.
Hey, second edition players and GMs, find out what stuff you might or might not have that has the incapacitation trait, because like it's super unclear in the rules of how important that is, and it's
Yeah.
very important. So if you're looking at like feats and or spells and or abilities that look really powerful, let's go ahead and make sure that incapacitation trait's not there. You'll run into it all the time.
Yeah.
It will always apply, almost every time.
And as always, read your traits.
Yeah.
Read your traits. With that little correction thrown in there, we're going to go ahead and jump back in.
Whoa!
You all are currently assaulting a Diable Sweeper's alchemy lab, where they are purportedly developing new drugs to be sold to the denizens of the docks. With that, basically with the hope of wiping them out, shutting out the production, and stopping their leader, Bloody Burleth, who works here. You're doing this for Marisa Joan, leader of the Watchboard Dogs, in exchange for information that she gleaned about something she was given by the Skinner, something that she says is very dangerous and that you should definitely know about. But we'll say more without you taking care of this little problem for her.
That's fair. Yeah, whatever.
So, you all scout out the location and begin your assault at night. Unfortunately, setting off some alarms and bomb snares that were located on the front door. You quickly, and I'll just throw everything back to the map here for good measure. You all then, after failing to make it through the front door without setting off any alarms, you all come around the side towards this courtyard where you engage with the 2 gang members out here before some strange creature emerges and begins casting spells.
This is
One of which was suggestion,
right.
as it told Twinkletoes to walk away and keep walking. Twinkletoes, again, bails and must spend the next minute walking away. We now continue at the top of round 3 with Kashak.
Oh, nice. Kashak is going to hunt the fish creature, now that it seems that is a very dangerous thing indeed. As he kind of issues that verbal aspect of that, it sends Sheethra into just the blindest of rage. So 5, 15, 20, and then 30. She's just like sprinting across the diagonal there towards that creature. He's then going to take a double shot at the 2.
That's what it
it's a
looks like.
porcupine.
Oh my god, it's literally a porcupine. What the
It's
heck?
like a sea porcupine person.
It's like a sea
sea
urchin. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's a sea porcupine. I said what I said. Let's take a double shot at the 2 guys.
Below.
Not the things. Yeah.
All right, roll it. Which one are you
So
going
on
at
the-
first?
On the left, we're going with that's going to be a 36 to hit. Sorry, a 34.
Is that your final answer?
34 final answer.
That's a hit.
Okay. Not gonna deal bonus damage there. Ooh, nice. That's 13 points of piercing damage to him.
That is pretty nice.
The other attack was a natural no.
A natural no.
Natty 1.
Unfortunate. That's all 3 actions from Kashak, which brings up Oski.
Oski is very excited to be flanking with Twinkletoes right now. He
Before she
I don't
begins
know.
walking away.
Like, yeah,
right. I don't know
for
if he
now.
fully realizes what happened quite yet. He probably heard the thing say something, but right now he's just laser focused on who's in front of him because he's got flanking. First action, raise his shield. Second action, he's gonna bash out. That's a 27.
27 is a hit. Go ahead and roll damage for me.
Nice. I am in Everstand stance, so I get increased damage, which is nice.
Tis indeed.
17 points of bludgeoning damage.
And a crunch rings out as you
Crunch.
slam into this creature with your shield.
Now I think for my third action,
This poor defenseless human woman.
I'm gonna attempt to trip the person in front of me.
Oh. Take a little note out of
Athletics.
Basco's book.
Yeah, athletics check, -5 against reflex DC. I think reflex
I
DC.
believe so.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So it's low likelihood, I think, of succeeding, but natural 20.
What is your total?
With the -5, it's a 30.
30. That is a critical success.
Oh, she drowns in the water. Oh my god.
So,
Actually, does trip have a crit? It probably does,
it
right?
does, I
You
believe.
should, yes.
I think they genuinely take 1d6 bludgeoning damage as they hit the ground.
Correct. Target falls and lands prone and takes 1d6 bludgeon.
That's hilarious. So go ahead and
Conk
roll
your head.
1d6 for me. As this
I rolled a
schoolyard
5.
becomes dangerous.
Hey.
Nice.
There's a character build where the only damage you're possibly able to deal is with tripping.
Yeah.
I'll figure this out. I'll get back to you guys.
What's a good trip icon? Guess we're just gonna go with my back is hurt. It's too good for too many conditions.
Well, now it looks like it's a porcupine, so you should put that on the other creature.
I hate it.
That makes it look like a porcupine.
That's
Wait.
my turn.
Wait, I got this. Everybody's a
You're
porcupine.
kind of right, though, Jack.
It looks like that man is becoming a porcupine, right?
Very good. So,
Very good.
Information.
absolutely just slam into this creature. You
You
then
know in the Animorphs books, like when you flip the corners of the pages and they're
Yeah.
like transforming?
He's like stage 3 or 4. Yeah.
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 throw them into the water, and then they'll reemerge as one of these creatures. And your third action is raising shield. Yes.
Yeah,
First
I'm done. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So you slam into them with your shield, then sweep the legs, knock them to the ground. You just hear a sickening crunch as the head bounces, and they are prone. Bastro. You are up.
Astro. First action, stride. 5, 15, 20, 25, 30. And then these are puddles, right? I just want to...
Correct.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Second action, he's going to disappear right in front of this creature. Reappear right behind it. And he's going to clock it in the face.
Yeah, you are.
28.
That is a hit.
Oh, baby. So that's going to be...
All right.
No, it's only I'm just doing the other... Give me a break. 15
We'll be
points
right
of
back
damage.
after this short
Give me a break. You guys make me panic when you make fun of me.
Master, I have a secondary question. How much poison damage do you think you're going to take from punching a sea urchin?
Let's find out. That is 15 points of damage. My spell strike is reboosted.
Boosted.
I'm gonna put my little icon. Third action. I'm gonna trip this guy. Sweep in the leg.
Roll for it.
Nice, nice.
-4.
All the trips. We're all tripping tonight.
We're tripping.
We straight
It's
tripped.
We tripping.
athletics, right? That's why it's
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
not strength. Or I don't know what that's roll. 28 again.
That is a failure.
The trip. Oh wow.
Whoa.
Against reflex DC? Yeah.
Against reflex DC.
It's dexterous. That's
This
my
thing
turn.
is small, by the way. It's small.
Yeah.
So it's not a large target. You're trying to trip something that is small, and it's very quick, very nimble.
It's super Fey-like.
I
Little
just
pixie
wanted to
Fey.
kick it in its little legs. Fall in the water.
Is that the end of your turn?
Correct.
Bastard. All right. Shim will they on their last action drew an alchemical bomb. She's going to go boop, boop, skadoop over to here.
I'm not the Skadope.
She's hitting you with the skadoop, my guy.
My god.
And we'll throw a bomb at the lizard. Closest.
Which one?
The closer lizard. Bomb comes out. That is a. Ooh, baby.
Was that just against AC?
Yeah.
That is, in fact, a 36 to hit.
Ew, that crits.
That crits.
Yeah. You hit me in my face with a bomb.
Okay. This is going to be a bottled lightning.
Oh,
As
no.
arcs of electricity just erupt across Shithra's scales. Is going to be. I kid you not, I rolled 3 6s on 4d6. 20 points of electricity damage.
Oh.
And no splash because nobody is next to her.
You were rolling 4d6 electricity damage? Oh, yeah, because you crit. Yeah.
Because I crit you.
I was like, oh, they have item level 17 major bottle lightning. Okay. Yeah, great. Awesome. Cool.
I think it's actually only like probably 7, but yeah. Somebody do the math on that. Anyway,
Sorry, 20 points of damage?
20 points of electricity damage.
Okay.
And then will whip a sling shot at Oski. Probably
Bring it
not going to hit. Oh, nope, that's a reload 1 item, so she's gonna spend that last action to reload?
Really? No.
I know, right?
Miss.
Sling doesn't feel like it should just be, you know,
What?
like the bow. Like a reload 0, you just drop the thing in and...
I think that's why I stopped using it for Penumbra. The action economy just got really messed up.
Anyway, this one, the other one, will move here.
She's prone, and she.
Yeah, they are prone.
She will stand up and get wide.
Don't get wide.
That's opportunity.
You're so wide.
Can you attack an opportunity?
That's what I'm
Yeah,
looking,
standing up.
Yeah.
With suggestion? When you've been suggested to walk away?
which must be frozen. The target must take a listen. Target immediately follows your suggestion. Huh. You know, it doesn't really say that you can't.
So I don't see why not.
But I would also argue that you are only following the course of a suggestion and not doing things outside of that.
I would also agree with that.
Just trying to see if there's anything about this.
Because, like, that's not the suggestion.
Yeah.
No, but it's not my turn yet.
But you're affected by the suggestion now.
Yes.
Yes, but it's like on your turn you follow the suggestion. It's not my turn yet. There's nothing about don't do anything
It
else.
doesn't say on your turn. In suggestion, it says it immediately follows the course of the suggestion. And it is a mental trait, which means that it alters your mind. So I would rule that.
Yeah.
That's tough. That's tough.
It doesn't say anything about taking away your reactions. Normally,
No, it doesn't take away your reactions.
Normally spells will say that. Like, you may not use reaction, like...
I'm gonna say no until I find something that says you can. And I will keep looking. And if I do find something that says that that's okay, I'll go back and you can roll the damage. It stands up. It will... She's going to step to the side as she had previously attempted. She's no longer stricken by back pain. And will... I guess she never drew her club, so she'll draw a club. And that is her turn. Twinkletoes, it is now your turn.
Okay, hold on 1 second.
Is there anything we can do to help Twinkletoes? I don't think so, right? Besides, like, grappling her to the ground.
That's what you would do.
Okay. You suggest a course of action to the target, which must be phrased in such a way as to seem like a logical course of action to the target. It can't be self-destructive or obviously against the target's self-interest. So I would argue that I would not use my full speed, and I would, with each of my 3 actions, step 1 turn, 2 turns, and 3 turns. As you said, to walk away and not run away.
That is following the suggestion. Doing so in the most self-preservative way possible.
Fair enough. I'd be interested to see what that, how that compares to your actual walking speed as a normal person, but we can do that math later.
It's 3 steps, 15 feet in 6 rounds, or 6 seconds.
Yeah, compared to somebody who moves 45 feet per move action when they're going
Yeah,
all
but
out.
that's when she
like a zombie
started
walk.
No,
and
it's
flipping,
cool, it's
going
cool.
all over the place.
We're cool.
And it wasn't
It's all good.
get the fuck out of here.
It's all
In
good.
which case,
No, it's...
you know.
I'll
Yeah.
take it. That's fine. That is 3 actions from Twinkle Toesington. This creature will take a step away from
Oh,
Bastro.
I wanted to say it.
Ah!
Yeah. And it will then cast a spell. Bastro, please give me a will save.
Die.
Yes, will saves. Actually, like the
Ho ho ho.
thanks to my resolve feat.
Oh, a natural 20, so it doesn't even matter.
Yes! Let's go.
Total is 35.
Okay. That is a critical success. Nothing happens.
I'm just like,
Um,
it's looking at me. I'm just like, what? What's up?
What? Like what? What do you want? What do you want?
Kashak, it is your turn. Top of round
That
forward.
creature stepped into my range, which is very convenient. I was gonna have to step with this turn, so I will not do that. Let's get into point blank shot stance. Get a little more damage, and let's roll a hit. Firing an arrow. That is a gross. That is a 25 to hit.
25 is not a hit.
Well, that's unfortunate. Let's
Oh, sorry, no, it is. I was looking at the other creature. 25
25
is it.
hits.
25 is a hit.
That's delicious. Okay, great.
I was looking at the wrong AC.
That is 17 points of piercing damage.
Ah, that is an amount of damage for sure.
17 points of pierce. He's then going to, with his third action, he's going to command Sheethra to run up. So 5, 10, 15, let's go 20. Let's actually go the full 25.
And she's going all the way.
She's going all the way. And then he will command her to support Bastro. Because my strike hit that creature, if the, what is it, Avezek? Azavek?
Avarek. Not that
Avar-
Kashak knows that, but
Rovagug. If that creature attempts an action with the manipulate trait until the end of my next turn, it will have to pass a DC 5 flat check. On a failure, the action is disrupted.
okay, yeah.
Any manipulations you're going to do need to be DC 5 flat checked.
Very good. If the avatar of Rovagug decides to use the manipulate actions, it will roll a flat check. Very cool. I always forget you can do that, and it's actually really good against spellcasters. That's
Oh, it's
awesome.
broken against spellcasters.
That's
the whole
awesome.
thing. Yeah, yeah.
That's so cool. Is that all three of your actions, my friend?
Sure is, yeah.
A little bit of arrow action, a little bit of a support action from our good friend Sheethra the Lizard. Oski, you see Twinkletoes just turn around and begin sauntering off.
And it's weird because you've never seen her walk anywhere before.
Yeah,
she
I
runs
think that's-
everywhere.
That's probably the weirdest part about it, is her just like slowly backing away. But outside of just tackling her, I don't know if there's genuinely, I don't think there's anything Oski can do.
I would be surprised if you could tackle her, to be honest with you.
Right.
Yeah.
So I think he's just gonna deal with the problem still in front of him and try to help Twinkletoes or figure out what's going on with Twinkletoes in a moment. So first action, raise his shield.
Really quickly,
Right.
did we break this part of the gate? Is this
Yeah, the
broken
red
open?
part is
Yeah.
broken.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
clarification.
Unfortunately, now.
I was gonna say like
Yes.
just close your exit off, but yeah, it's broken.
Yeah.
Yeah.
First action, raise shield. Second action, bash out at the roguish figure in front of him.
Please.
Argue that once I see my friends getting hurt, that has obvious negative effects, or at least until I get hurt. If I get hit, maybe.
Yeah, if you do, it's pretty clearly like
Okay.
destructive. Watching your friends get hurt is generally not enough to justify that.
Except for like
Oh.
assassination, but
It's
Yeah, with suggestion and like charm and stuff like that.
it would be it would be weird because if you do get hurt, then walking away from you getting hurt would still be aligned with your self-interest, or walking away from the thing that's hurting you.
Not slowly.
Not slowly. We'll get to that bridge if we
We'll
get
figure
there.
it out. Yeah.
Yeah. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. If we get there. What'd you roll to hit, Oski?
I rolled another natural 20, my guy.
He's
critical
been sitting
hit?
on that one for a minute.
38 to hit. I
Oh,
assume it's a crit.
That's a crit 2 ways.
Oh, yes. It's going to be a lot of damage.
Are you,
I
are
like
you
that
okay
a lot. I'm just so excited.
Man can't contain himself.
Ben's dropping one in his chair right now.
That's 34 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Kashak, a distinct and sickening crunch as this woman is slammed against the side of the building, and you just hear multiple ribs crunch in succession.
Ew. Ew.
That's
She's still up?
yeah. Oh yeah. You guys are level 9 now. You're facing enemies meant for level 9.
I also think we've hit it very much, truthfully.
Yeah,
I think he's...
she was full health when we started tonight. So
Yeah, I think he's going to swing out again then. No more tripping, no more doing fancy things. He just wants to
He's not
smash her into the wall again. Oh, out of the box. Okay, good roll. Even with the -5, that's going to be a 28.
that is a hit.
Yes! 17 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Finish it.
I'm rolling exactly on like the average for every roll here.
Yeah, so one big crunch as you slam her up against the wall, and then you bring it back and slam again, and you just. She's still up, and she is messed up at this point. She is looking rough. Is that the end of your turn?
That's the end of my turn.
Bastro.
Astra will step
Bastrovich Bascalini.
and you'll watch as Bastro's feathered arm turns into a serrated blade as he attempts to karate chop this sea urchin in half with his gouging claw. It's flanking, so I don't have to use the feint. Thank God. Oh, can this creature be flanked? I guess that's a good question to ask.
Don't worry about it.
All right, but well, that's not good. 24.
24.
Potentially against flat-footed.
Flat-footed.
24. That is a hit.
Oh, thank God.
Yes!
Super low AC. Yeah.
It's
Awesome.
It's super fun.
Yeah.
Super flank. All right, we'll use roll 20 to save us the pain. 37 points of damage.
Wow, look at the speed.
Yo!
That's awesome.
All right, okay. All 3 actions from you, Bastard?
Correct. And I'm not cascading anymore.
Did not like that at all.
I feel like I just cut it across the chest.
This one here will activate the magical bullet she placed in her sling,
You stop that.
and then sling it at Oski.
You stop that right now, sir.
I
Great,
can't,
great.
I shan't, I never will.
I went.
Don't worry about it. You just hear the flip of the sling, and it releases and slams into the side of the building, and the wood just explodes, splinters go everywhere. But she missed with a very expensive bullet.
Now Will understands the pain.
Welcome to my world.
Yeah, but I don't have a finite amount of gold, so.
So what I'm reading on the Paizo forums
Yes.
is that as long as you are following the rules of the suggestion, you can do anything else. So as long as I'm still walking away, on my turn, then I can still take reactions. I can still pass things off to my friends, as I go and stuff. So I think I should have been able to use my reaction when they got up.
Roll to hit.
Is that like what is charm then? Like how does that?
Charm would be a totally different thing than suggestion, I believe.
So 30 to hit.
That's a hit roll damage.
What am I thinking of?
Man, was that?
What?
No, sorry, I'm doing my own thing. I'm thinking about stuff.
Uh, 13 points of damage.
Okay. She is still up after Oski's hit, but is in dire straits, to be sure. One might say single digits at this point. I wouldn't say that, but one might.
One could.
Whose turn was it? Oh, right. It was her turn. She takes the club in hand, attempts to strike Oski. What goes around comes around, my friend. Natural 20.
Oh no!
All right, fair enough. I'm gonna trigger shield block.
Okay. First thing. She has frightening critical. So you are now frightened 1. As she just dents the shit out of your plate mail, and you're like, holy hell, where's this coming from?
That triggers, like that effect applies after this attack. Yeah.
Yes, doesn't apply
Yeah.
to that. Okay. Very cool. Critical damage coming in. 20. What is that? 21 points of bludgeoning damage. Reduced to 9, I believe.
7 points of damage.
7.
Who's this hunk of orc?
Wait, what's your shield's hardness now?
When I'm in Everstand stance, my shield's hardness is 14.
Good lord.
The stance makes your shield harder.
Yeah, because he holds it with 2 hands. That's what the stance does.
If only I too could train for decades to hold my shield with 2 hands.
You know, yeah, the classic, yeah.
And therefore make the material harder.
Yeah, more dense, more
Change the chemical structure of
resistant.
steel.
She'll swipe again against a frightened 1, Oski. $31.
With frightened, that it hits exactly.
Let's.
Wow.
She also has an ability called Bully Rag Beatdown.
Sorry, what was it?
Bully Rag Beatdown.
I'm having trouble with your microphone. What was it called?
Bully Rag Beatdown.
Got him. All right.
Shut up. I almost held it together. So close. Couldn't get through Beatdown a second time or a third time.
Bully rag beat that.
Whenever the Gang Tough makes a successful strike against a frightened creature, the strike deals an extra weapon die of damage.
I've been looking for something like this in Pathfinder 2e forever.
I don't think it's actually a character option.
I know.
But it is a really it's a really cool, like, basically another version of sneak attack.
Yeah, capitalizing on frightened is a super cool concept, and I want
Yeah.
that so bad for like a character.
So she will deal 16 points of bludge.
All right, Oski just takes that to the face.
What is she going to do? What is she going to do? What is she going to do? I think she's actually just going to... Yeah. She's going to say, Shim, go now. And she opens the door next to her. And for a brief moment, Otsuki, as you look in. Oh no, Kashim already took her turn. She doesn't do that. She doesn't do that. She doesn't open the door. Never mind. She will 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Go up to here. That's what she does. That's her turn. Twinkle Toes.
15 feet of walking.
I'm walking here.
Okay. It's not really a finite suggestion, so yeah, I guess I keep walking. 1, 2.
Yes, you have not completed the walking away yet.
Yeah.
Hey, Twinkle Toes, you just going for a stroll, or what's going on?
I have been instructed to walk away, and I can't not do it.
I hear that these fad diets and workouts are really a scourge upon Absalom.
What?
Not
Gotta get your steps in.
I'm talking about.
Well,
Fine.
have fun. We'll deal with this.
This creature here. Oh, this creature here. Will activate its prickly defense.
Oh, waiting for that.
So it begins to withdraw under its spines.
Is that a manipulate trait?
No.
Probably not. Yeah.
It just begins to like withdraw under its spines. You see this like hood of spikes on its head just like kind of expose and open out. All of the spines on like its shoulder and its chest and its elbows and knees just begin to spread, and like a porcupine just begin to spread out and cover more room.
Cool.
Sounds like a sea urchin.
Kind of like a sea urchin, one might say.
No. It's a sporky.
It will then.
I think it's a Scorpio.
It is pretty emotional and manipulative.
That's Sanic.
It's Insanic.
Will then
Cast
make
a
a
spell.
spine attack against
Oh.
Bastro.
Cast a spell, why don't you?
No.
How about you don't do that?
That is a 29 to hit.
That's a hit.
Okay. Where's the damage? Ah, there's the damage.
1d4.
It's gonna hit you for 12 points of piercing. And as the spine retracts and comes back out, you will also take 4 points of persistent bleed on your turn. As the barbs are in fact spined.
I'm glad
Or
it's
spines are
only
barbed.
persistent bleed.
Excuse me.
I thought it might be like a fortitude save. That would have been real bad.
It's gonna attack you again because it can. That is a 26 to hit.
Yes.
All right, that's the end of its turn.
Yes.
Top round 5, Kashak.
Would you stop putting creatures 65 feet away from me?
No, I refuse.
I swear to God. He's still going to shoot at the Sporcupine with his first shot. Natural 1.
Does that hit?
This thing is not calculating
Deciding-
diagonals properly.
Yeah, your maps haven't been. I think we ran into this problem before. But I can only go with what I have available to me.
I fixed it.
Alright. Well, if he's actually 75 feet away, that changes my turn.
Sorry.
He'll go
Let me give you the
50
proper information.
50 feet across the wall with his climb, with his first action. He will then.
That's 60 feet and 50 and 55. So you're good.
He's good there. Yeah. I rolled a natural 1 on the attack. I'm going to keep that for honor's sake. I'm deciding whether to hero point it. Yeah, I'll hero point it.
All right.
Good hero point economy with a natural Twinzoni.
It's about as good as it gets in
Actually
business.
went into natural name.
Wow. Yo.
Fat.
What's your
hero point
total?
economy. That's a 38 with the total.
Definitely a crit. 100% crit.
Okay, I need these ones. I need those ones. I need some of these as well. Okay. You guys
Maybe you
hear
should
the
have
sound
activated
that came out
a
of my neck.
magical arrow for this one.
Maybe you should shut up. That is 30. No. That is way more damage than that.
I suggest you use an online dice roller.
Shh. Shh.
By level 12,
Yes,
everyone
to
is
you, right?
required.
Wait, shit. I keep losing it. 20,
We're reaching Dan territory here.
43 points of piercing damage.
43 points of piercing. Yeah,
46 plus 2d8 plus 6 plus 1d10. Plus 12, excuse me.
That
Yeah.
definitely sounds like bastard math.
43 points, damn!
You all watch as this arrow just slices through the air, finds a little weak patch in between these now inflated spine armor, slams right into the neck of this creature and just unhappy with its predicament. This like just patch of brilliant, like almost electric blue viscous fluid flies out of the arrow wound and like mixes into the water.
With the third action, he has to command Sheethra to continue to support. So that's what he will do.
All right. Very good. Very good indeed. Oski.
Oski doesn't like that these two roguish, like the ones with slings, are like communicating with each other now and are maybe planning or trying to run away. So his first action is going to be to go 5, 10, 15 to to there. Second action, raise shield. Third action, bam, bash out.
Roll to hit.
Come on. Decent roll. That's a 31 to hit.
That's a hit. Roll damage.
Yes. Oh, not great damage. 13 points of damage.
Down.
Bam!
Crunch.
Now, strange question.
No.
Was this person just a normal human, or were they possibly an aberration, celestial, construct, dragon, fiend, ooze, or undead?
They were none of those things,
Okay.
but they could be something else.
Okay.
You have the horrible thing in your armor currently, right? The ooze we killed.
I have no that I never I didn't deal the killing blow to that. I have
You have to deal the killing
only
blow, right?
one thing.
You have something in there, yeah.
It's I think it's undead. I'm somewhere on my character sheet.
Yeah. Anyway, we'll figure it out. But
Yeah, I think it's undead. I think I have the undead one filled out on my character sheet.
Yeah, because I believe you got the undead Ophalf.
yeah, that's what it was.
The Ophalf zombie.
Yes, yes.
So you had the choice between undead or aberration. You took undead.
I took undead.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's my turn.
So you're still proudly wearing a symbol of Oski smiting down an Ophalf zombie with a shield in like the outline of the quadrant of your armor.
Yep. Yeah, I just found it. Yeah, false zombie. That's
Yeah.
what's on the victory plate.
Very cool. She goes down hard. Yeah, you just crunch into her one last time. Hits the ground. One more action.
Nope. That's
Raise
my
the
turn.
shield.
Yep.
Master.
Question: What is this square thing I'm in?
It's like a little like a shed.
Can I see through the walls or no?
Can you see through walls?
Well, I meant like, is it are there like spaces between the wooden?
It's a solid structure.
Yeah,
solid
it's a
structure.
shed. It's a solid structure.
So okay, that's all I need to know.
I'm sorry, may I see through the walls? Thank you for correcting my
Will, permission to see through the wall.
permission to see through walls.
Denied.
GM?
Now, Will, another question.
Go
From where
on.
I'm standing, can I see this square?
This square right there.
Yeah, right south of this last bandit.
Oops.
Say so, right? Corner to corner.
I think you can. Yeah. Yeah.
Excellent. All right. Bastro is going to disappear, reappear right in front of this bandit, gaining back his spell strike. In the process, he's also going to strike. 'Cause
What's the spell you're using?
Dimensional assault. So I teleport 15 feet, because that's half my movement, to an adjacent enemy, and I strike out.
Just focus cantrip, right?
Correct. Focus cantrip. Yep. I got one
So
left.
cool.
I love this. I love
Incredible,
this.
actually.
That's going to be a 31 to hit.
Bonkers.
That's a hit.
Focus
Roll damage.
spell.
Hey. Wow, 2 1s. That's a shame. It's going to be 8 points of damage. Wow, that's a real shame. But he is going to, his right arm erupts in a fiery blaze as he spell strikes this person using Produce Flame. And first off, he's going to feint because he can. That's cocked. That's a natural 1.
Ugh.
Does feint have a crit
I
fail?
think-
Your feint backfires. You are flat-footed against melee attacks. The target attempts against you until the end of your next turn. Well, that's fantastic.
You suck yourself out.
A little reversed. Yeah. Master is like trying to dodge and weave, and he trips over himself and stumbles. just shameful. He's gonna attack though. Okay, that's pretty good. -4, so 25.
25 is a hit.
All right, we'll take that.
Okay, good low ACs here then.
Normal, produce flame.
Are we lighting this thing on fire?
I'm trying to.
This other lady.
28 points of damage.
Okay.
He wins in that one.
Wow.
She gonna become on fire.
Does she take persistent?
No, because it was not crit.
Is that the end of your turn?
Bandits on fire.
That is correct. That is the end of my turn.
You take 4 points of bleed. Please roll me a flat check to see if the bleeding stops.
Oh, I forgot you're bleeding. That's right.
Me?
Yeah, you.
Hey, you buddy. The spine attack from last
Oh,
turn.
that's right. Yeah. I even wrote that down. I forgot. 16.
Okay, so you do take the 4 points, but the bleeding does stop.
Nice.
Nice.
Big time.
Okay.
That's just like, oh god, stop that. I forgot about you.
Yeah, exactly. I just forgot
Yeah,
about it.
will your platelets into action. That one is unconscious. This one will draw a club and try to hit you, Mr. Flat-footed.
Flat-footed. What's flat-footed?
Minus
Minus
2
two.
days.
No, I meant like the icons.
Oh, sure, yeah. My feet
Does
are
your
flat.
does your back hurt?
Oh my god, he's a porcupine now because he got stabbed by the porcupine.
So that one. Say it's a nat 1.
It's not, but it's still very low.
That too.
That's
Could be.
right.
Could be 3.
It is a
Nat
22
5.
to hit.
That is a Miss Cerrone, even
Third
with
action.
flat-footed.
I love Miss Surrounding.
Miss Aroni.
Also going to be a miss.
Macaroni and cheese, especially.
So good.
Twinkle Toes,
Yes.
would you like to walk this way?
I would like. Oh, sorry.
This way.
I am
Yeah,
going
check that
to
third
go
round off.
1, 2, 3, and that's my turn.
good.
Okay.
All right. All right. Okay. Oski and
Right,
Bastro,
okay.
please roll me a fortitude save.
Why?
Excuse you?
I demand.
This
Wait,
creature
excuse you?
basically casts Hydro Pump as a massive torrent of water. Just
This guy
Broken my
farted,
save
and you need to figure out whether you can withstand the smell or not.
exactly. A line of water just shoots out at you with tremendous force, hitting both of you.
Hold on. I need to
Wait,
take
Sorry,
That's
this guy
actually so
sharts
cool.
on you,
Is this
and
a
you
spell
need to
he's casting?
withstand the...
Yeah.
Is that manipulate?
8 on the flat check.
Okay, good.
Should it?
I cannot stop rolling well tonight. I rolled a nat 20 on that.
It's
force
rocks,
save.
baby.
That's a
Bastro?
good roll.
I haven't rolled once yet this game, except for that hit. So
28.
I'm
28.
taking EG's good rolls tonight. I'm just taking all of them.
grab him.
Yeah, you've rolled like what, 2 natural 20s out of 3 saves or something?
No. That's my third natural 20 tonight.
Jeez. Okay. You said 28?
Yes, sir.
That is a failure.
Excuse me.
Whoa.
Sorry, that is a failure.
Oh, thank you.
Da-da-da.
Sorry, could you say it one more time? I didn't hear.
That was a failure. You're going to take 8d8 bludgeoning damage. If I can find d8s.
8d8, you said?
Correct.
Question: can I use my champion reaction on a spell? Probably, right?
What is the wording of the champion's reaction?
I think it just takes damage.
Yeah, damage.
Yeah.
Absolutely, you can.
This creature, if it's the spellcaster, he's too far away. Never mind.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Cool. So that
Raise the
is
hopes like that.
But it damages a creature near you or something like that. That's the
Yeah,
only
I
fair.
could. He's just too far away. He's too far away.
25, 34 points of damage.
My God.
Oski is
Ow.
unaffected. And Baster, you are actually knocked back 5 feet
Oof.
as you get hydro pumped.
Roblox, oof.
Yes. It's actually called Hydraulic Torrent. Cool spell.
Really cool spell.
It's got one more action. It's got one more action. It's got one. It's gonna. No, it's not. It actually has nothing it wants to do with its last action, so it's just gonna chill.
It's not gonna. It's not.
It's not.
It
gonna,
shan't?
It's not. It shan't. One more action. Kashak.
Yeah.
Up around 6.
Let's shoot at the guy. Let's actually take a double shot at the Sporcupine.
The
Both
Sporcupine.
attacks. Let's go for it. The first one is a 34 to hit.
It's a hit.
Okay. The second one, just to save you time, is what did I roll? A 26.
That is a miss.
26 is a miss
26 is a miss
on the Sporcupine.
on the Sporcupine.
I think when it did it essentially did like defense.
Oh, I forgot it. The defensive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
I
got a
forgot.
+2 bonus to its AC.
That's hot. That's hot.
Yeah.
Okay. The one hit is going to be 18 points of piercing damage.
Ooh, spicy.
And then I think Kashak will continue to. This sucks. I think he's actually going to move back 5, 10, 15 to see, like, keep eyes on Twinkletoes because she's clearly acting weird. Just make sure we don't lose her in the crowd.
Just take a little stroll.
You know, like I said, These hot girl walks are just getting crazy. Without a command word to keep doing her little bob and weave thing, Sheethra's just gonna take a chompers out of this creature.
Okay. Sheethra's gonna take 5 points of piercing damage.
Ow! And I'm gonna miss with a 23.
Okay. You still take 5 points of pierce.
Wow. Oh, she gets little spines in her mouth.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's uncomfy,
don't bite a porcupine.
basically.
That's the end of my turn.
Very cool. Very good. Very cool. Oski.
He does not like this metapod in the water. He is going to go
Cast
5,
Harden.
10,
Cast
15,
Harden.
20, 25. He's going
Defense
to go to
roll.
there.
I'd like him a lot better if you got to know him a bit.
Well, he's going to get to know his shield as he bashes out with his shield against this flanked.
All right,
Thing
Oski,
in the
you take
water.
2 points of piercing damage. Roll to hit.
I'd like to see you try to make me put that on my character sheet.
Is it any melee attack? Is that the trigger?
Any melee strike,
Yeah, cool.
regardless of
Alright.
whether or not it hits.
Even through the shield.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Well, it's
too hard
like
to navigate.
it's not
Yeah.
necessarily the shield, but maybe your elbow gets a little too close to one of the
Yeah,
spines.
it's
as
Too
well.
hard to get
Yeah.
into place for it. Yeah.
Hero point.
Nice.
Okay, that's still better. 28 to hit.
28 is a hit. Go ahead. and roll
Yes. That is 18 points of bludgeoning damage.
it. Still up. Still up. Not by much, but still up.
Oski is going to forego raising his shield for the first time this combat to bash out at this thing again.
Bash.
Take 2 points of piercing.
All right. 2 points, not 102 points. Those are very different.
No,
numbers.
102.
Oh
102
boy.
points.
That's what I said.
That's what I said.
-5. Yeah,
You said it, Nutty.
That's yeah, it's a less than 20. I miss.
Fair enough.
That's my turn.
Bastro.
What is Basher going to do?
You tell me.
He's gonna power up, and he's going to spell strike, I guess. So yeah, that's what he's gonna do. His right arm turns into a spear of feathers as he tries to gouging claw this bandit in front of him.
Okay.
First is the feint. That's a lot better than a natural 1. Total is 27 for the feint.
27 for the feint.
Against your perception, yeah.
Against perception. That is a success.
All right, so they are flat-footed now for against my next attack. Boom. That's a
Oh
natural
no,
20.
my feet are flat.
I just
Natural
rolled
20.
a natural 20.
I'll save you some time.
Bam.
I'm still rolling it.
I will say though that she is just full out dead. You spell strike critical her when she was like
Hey, I'm punching a hole in this person.
bleeding.
That's 66 points
broken.
of damage.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you just
66 points of damage. Ladies and gentlemen, that's a tie for the network record.
We've tied this
Bastro.
3 times.
That's
three
the
times.
that's the third time Bastro has tied the record.
I'm gonna get over that hump one
What
day.
spell? What spell was it?
Gouging claw. Spell
Gouging claw.
strike.
Such a
Yeah,
good
So
spell.
I mean-
along with a punch.
Yeah,
which is
you
2d6.
put a 2-foot diameter hole in her chest.
Yeah.
She is straight up dead.
That's the fourth time you've rolled 66 points of damage. I just want to put that out there.
Fourth time. Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah.
He tied it 3 times. He said it and then tied it 3 times.
You have one more action?
I do not. That is all my actions.
Never mind. I don't know how Magus works.
One action to recharge the spell strike, and then 2 actions spell strike.
Gotcha. This creature will remain in its defensive position, and it will strike with a spine at Oski. That is A. +2 from the thing. 18, 20. That's a 30 to hit.
You know, how dare you? Because I didn't raise my shield, that hits exactly.
You made
how
a choice.
Dare you?
You made a choice.
How
Don't put
dare
this on
you.
me. You made a choice. You're gonna take. Six.
I'm gonna shield block. I can't. I don't have my shield up. I can't shield block. Oh my god.
Oof.
I'm an idiot.
You're gonna take 12 points of piercing,
Okay.
and on your turn, you will get 2 points of persistent bleed.
I'm bleeding.
Dabba dee dabba dee.
Nah.
What does this do? Yeah, it'll do that. We'll then use its second and third action to cast a spell. And it doesn't have to roll a flat check because Sheethra is no longer doing the thing.
Correct.
This is against Oski. 32 to hit.
Just straight up AC.
Yep. Straight up AC is you're once again blasted by water.
That hits.
You will take 9 points of bludgeoning damage, and you are pushed back 5 feet.
All right.
Yeah, it took my flanking away.
That is the end of its turn. Shock, round 7. Go.
He is going to shoot at the Sporcupine creature. He's out of his first range increment, so I will take a minus dose. But I'll still shoot. Why not? See if I get it. Natural 2. He's going to... keep eyes on the homie. Let's shoot again. Why not? Natural 2. Then he's going to command Sheethra to bite.
Okay. Sheethra will take 1 point of piercing.
There we go. That's a 33 to hit.
That's a hit. Roll damage.
Oop. Threw one of my die across the floor. That is 15 points of piercing damage.
Any precision from the hunter's mark?
The yes, 2 of that is precision.
Oh, the total is 15. Okay. He
Yeah,
just
I
said
wasn't
15
separating
piercing, so I just
damage.
assumed
Yeah,
that was all.
there's not like immunities or resistances, are there?
No, you just had said 15 piercing, and I was waiting for the precision to come in, but
I don't
you
know.
just said it all at once.
I don't waste time
This
like
thing
that.
is bleeding profusely.
She'll bite again. I think.
Aggressively blue, blood pouring into the water around it. She takes 4 points of piercing.
Okay, it was 6 total, right? You
Correct.
said 2 the first time? Yeah, okay. She misses, and that is her turn.
Oski, you've been drenched in water twice now.
He's not having fun. He's going to first action raise shield, second action step, third action slam his shield.
Okay, you
Come
will
on.
take 1 point of piercing. Rolling really low on the spines.
The natural 3 for a
Hero point
21.
again.
You already used
I've
it.
already used my hero point.
Hero point again.
21 to hit. 21 to hit against flat-footed.
No.
That's my turn. Blah.
Bastro, please help your friends. They need it.
Astro
spell.
is gonna look at this thing.
Oh,
and he's
sorry,
going to cast...
Oski. You take 2 points of bleed damage. Roll me a flat check.
Oh, right. That's an 18.
18. Okay, you take 2 points of bleed. You are no longer bleeding, though.
Nice.
Sorry, Bastro, go ahead.
Astro points a finger out at this thing, and a beam of energy, a bolt of magical energy, comes out, heads towards that creature, and as it reaches its spine, Is it a circumstance bonus to AC, that spine thing?
You don't know.
Okay, well, this attack reduces that.
Force bolt?
It's phase bolt.
Phase
Yeah.
Phase bolt. If it is a circumstance bonus, it wouldn't apply.
What an amazing spell.
That's going to be 35 to hit.
35 to hit, you say? I somehow... Oh, there we go. It is... a hit. It is a hit.
Just a hit.
Just a
All right.
Yeah,
No
reduce
lowered
the
AC.
reduce the circumstance bonus to AC by 2 for that attack, if that's what it is.
So it is a circumstance bonus, but it is still not enough to crit.
Sure.
Ooh.
Ooh.
All right.
I'm sorry, your
this.
second spell strike, or your second spell in a row didn't crit. I apologize.
Ooh.
I apologize,
Alright.
you don't have another opportunity to do 66 points of damage in one action, or two actions.
Boo.
19 points of DiMaggio.
Oh.
Uh, it is Gonzo.
Yes. Hooray!
Oh,
So we
passes
will-
right through the spell.
Heroes win.
We will hand wave the rest of the time, Twinkle Toes, after like another 45 seconds, comes just jogging back up to you.
In one turn, just makes it all the way back.
Yeah.
How was your walk? Did you have a good time?
Twinkle Toes, I thought you got bored.
I hate mind control things. I hate it.
I do as well.
Shall we?
We should be
Well,
quick. They know we're
Let's
here.
see. Let's see what these bandits have. Maybe could be something useful. Bastard starts searching the punctured hold.
I
I'm
don't
just
know how
forced.
much time we have. I think I agree with Kashak. We must move quickly before they get away.
Well, does anyone need any healing then? Could I?
I'm actually perfectly fine.
Jather could use a cast of something. Maybe
Do
a
we
single
want to?
cast.
I could cast a 3-action heal.
I'm down a little bit as well. I've been a little hurt
I'm
from
down
the,
a lot, so I could.
the ice.
All right. Let's all gather in this corner just so we're not aiding anyone else that could be in this building. TT, or you said you're fine, so it doesn't matter.
I'm fine. Yeah.
Let's be
I'll
nice.
keep a lookout over here.
Thank you. So this is gonna be a 3rd level heal cast at 3 action. So that's, I believe that is 3d8. 8. $18 points of healing for all of us.
Lad. I think some people are still down a little bit, no?
I am down still.
Yeah, but I could go on.
Yeah, I'm at 105 of 138. I if we get into big combats, I've got still 2 focus spells, so I'm fine. I
Smooth.
do. We don't think we have like time to refocus, right? Like we
No,
need
we
to
should
be
go.
go, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're gonna watch Bastard cast a heal on himself, just for himself, and then I'm done with them.
If there's nothing else, could I make a perception at the door? But Ben,
We'll do a quick lay on hands on himself, but then just go. He's not gonna refocus.
Roll perception for me.
that is he's gonna listen at the door first, just to make sure there's no noise on the other side. That is a 26.
26, listening at the door. You don't really hear anything like... Basically what you're hearing on the other side is just a variety of like creaking noises from the building itself. You can tell that the building is old. You can see parts of it are broken and repaired. Parts of it are like rotten from the salt air coming off of the bay.
Sure.
It's an old building, and you're just getting the like creaking of this shifting building.
Okay. Can I then roll a perception for traps?
Absolutely.
You
What's your perception
secret
mod?
check that. Plus 19 with this check.
How long would it take to search these bodies? Like honestly, I think we can spare some time. They might have like keys or something.
Take the vials, like the flasks. They have the alchemical stuff.
True.
With a natural 20, you do not see any traps.
Oh my god, it's a 39 for trap check. Holy shit.
Did all of this time, like the casting of spells, did that take a minute
No.
roughly?
Well, it took a minute before Twinkletoes even got back.
We would definitely have had time to rummage through some pockets for like the alchemical stuff, at least.
If a minute has passed, then Oski repairs his shield.
Okay. Are you going through the items?
Yeah, while they were doing that, I was going through the bodies.
Okay. With just a quick search, you find 3 alchemical vials, 2 pouches of something alchemical, and then their slings, ammo pouches, and morning stars.
Leave it. I think.
I leave the weapons. I think
Any magical weapons? Bastard just quickly cast detect magic amongst.
That's a good question. Are they?
I mean, we'd be able to see runes on them also if they were magical. I feel like. Right?
Yeah, they are both magical.
I take the magical items.
Yeah.
And I take all the alchemical stuff, but I leave any of the mundane.
Okay.
I'm
You're
good with
not
it.
able to get the armors off. The armors are also magical, but you're not able to get them off in.
We can always come back for them.
I leave the armor. Just the weapons and potions and pouch.
So 2 magical morning stars and 2 magical slings.
The slings are not magical.
Oh, the slings are not magical. Okay, so the morning stars.
Yeah.
I'm leaving that with Twinkletoes for now, not in the bag of holding, because I'm sure you just kind of stuff it in your own bag for now. But
Yeah.
Cool.
No traps on the door.
I feel as though this door is accessible. We can go in whenever we'd like.
Are these boarded up windows I'm looking at?
Yes.
Okay.
That's
After
cool.
you.
I will try to open the door.
It's unlocked. Do you open it?
He opens it.
We'll find out what happens in about 10 minutes at 8:35 when we come back from our break.
Nice.
Thank you all so
boy.
much for joining us. We'll be back at 8:35 Eastern Standard. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, everybody. We continue where we left off with Kashak opening the door into the proposed alchemical hideout of the Diabel Sweepers. You try the handle, it's unlocked. You know for certain it's not trapped. The door creaks open, and you see some things. Let me just finalize this polygonal reveal.
Darkness.
Ooh.
Boom. Boom. Bada boom. Solid polygonal reveal.
Ooh, that's hot. That's good.
So,
What the hell?
you see a large open air space on the inside of this old schoolhouse. What looks to be the desks that were used for the school have been pushed together to make these sort of makeshift alchemical labs. You see a variety of equipment, vials, bottles, barrels, various, Bunsen burners, multiple alchemical stations set up, as well as barrels of products. There are like different stations for like bottling, for reagents, all of these things. You see these two people at the far back are wearing like makeshift lab coats, like leather aproned coats. And they've got like thick leather gloves on and little goggles to protect their eyes. They're wearing red bandanas over their face. You see this large construct, what looks to be like
Reginald's cousin.
a brain in a jar attached to a mechanical golem of some variety. And standing in the middle of the room, looking straight at you as you open the door, is this man here.
Bloody Burleth himself.
Bloody Berlin.
A surprisingly tall 6'8" half-orc man, standing in a fine red coat, top hat, trousers, got a very nice vest, a number of rings adorned on his hands, and he's just carrying this massive shovel that he's, like in the picture, he's just leaning on it to the side. And Kashak, when you open the door, you just hear his booming voice echo out to you. Come in, my friends, come in. There is no reason that we must devolve into violence here. I am sure we could find something to work out. There is no reason you would not be here if it weren't for our mutual friend Marissa, no? Please, come in, let us discuss things. We do not need to resort to violence. Anybody? No? Please, come
No.
in, join me.
Kashak will push open the other door, kind of blast them both open. He's still got bow in hand, and he's definitely got an arrow trained on this guy. Not
That's
like about to fire necessarily, but keeping watch.
that's
Yeah,
rolling
let's
for roll perception if you can.
Sure.
Yeah, I would like to roll sense motive on this guy.
What's your
Predator.
perception?
14.
Wow. It's the second natural 20 I've gotten on a secret roll for you guys.
Hell yeah, guys. Nice job.
You can tell that he is clearly tensed for combat. If something were to break out, he is looking down at an arrow pointed straight at him. But he is seemingly trying to divert to diplomacy instead of violence. As you're kind of like standing there looking at him, he like turns to the people behind him, just like, come, put your weapons down, let us discuss with them.
I sheathe my rapier and spellguard blade and say, all right, Burleth, let's have a chat.
Please, come, join me in my office, please. And he begins walking towards you. He takes the shovel and he just like grabs it in the middle and is holding it loose to the side as he walks. He's like, please, come in, please, follow me to my office. Just up these stairs. We'll have a sit, we'll have a bit of a drink, and we can discuss this business proposal that Marissa must have given you and what I can do to counteroffer. As you enter further into the building, you see that you're in like this small hallway. There appears to be a door on either side that connect to adjoining rooms. I'll give you the rest of this area here as you enter. Again, this main space is this like open schoolhouse. As you get further in, you see that the squat wooden desks are arranged to serve as these makeshift workbenches. The air is warm. It's full of these weird, sharp smells of various different, like bubbling alchemicals. You follow him up the staircase here to a door that's maybe 20 feet up off of the main floor. He opens it up, no key or anything, just opens it up into a finely appointed office. There's a wide, dark wood desk that dominates the center of the office with a comfortable, like leather couch opposite. As he's like walking in, he takes a seat behind the desk. He turns and he says, Esthon, please, would you mind getting more chairs for our guests, please? And this woman that was standing in the office when you all enter just says, excuse me, pardon me.
Pardon me, excuse me. Yes, excuse me.
Grab a chair for you. And she makes her way down.
Thank you.
Margie, if you would not mind bringing some glasses and a bottle for our friends. And she goes to this little cabinet that's behind the desk. She opens it up, and it's just this, like, very nice liquor cabinet. You can see that there are all kinds of, like, imported vintages of wine and of spirits, like rare exotic spirits from different places in Galarian. And he just kind of looks over his shoulder. Let's go with the Chilexian rye. And this like bottle that's covered in this like red paper with a wax seal is brought to him. She sets out 5 glasses on the desk in front. They're like snifter glasses, and he pours 5 neat rye whiskeys. And then
I would like to check for traps upon entering the room, if I may.
Another natural 20. It's 3 of my natural 20s that have gone to you.
Keep them coming.
There are no traps in this room. He offers you the seats. Espen comes back with 2 more chairs and places them out. Once he has the 5 glasses prepared, he like waves Margie, the other lady, behind him. Espen comes back, sets out the chairs, and goes to the corner there. He says, please, my friends, join me in this drink. It is a very good rye whiskey. I've had it imported from Cheliax. Takes considerable time and energy.
Well, I hate to be this guy. We're having a little bit of mic issues with you. You're cutting in and out.
Oh, is this better?
So whenever you're leaning away from your mic, it's like...
I think it's a distance thing.
Yeah.
Bring it in.
Not that close. He says, please, friends, have a glass with me. It's very nice imported Chilexian rye whiskey. And he takes one of his glasses and begins sipping on it and offers the rest to you all. I assume that you are here on behalf of Marissa John. Is that a fair assumption?
It would be a fair assumption. However, I wouldn't say that we are particularly affiliated with her in an intimate sense.
This is good news. That means we can come to an arrangement, yes? Business proposal.
That's the only reason why we're talking right now. Yeah, absolutely.
Very good, very good.
All that we know for sure is that she is not particularly fond of you.
Ah, well, despite how likable you are, some people just never get along, yes? What is your honest opinion of Marissa, if I may ask?
We only met her for a couple of minutes, just one conversation.
What was your
We
impression?
know that she is involved or has been involved with groups that we particularly do not like. We don't like the violence that comes along with her gang. We also particularly don't like the effect that your drugs are having on the communities around here, but
Drugs is such a strong word. No, we make alchemicals, items that benefit people in different ways.
yeah, I mean,
I will
that's
grant you
drug.
they are not all strictly legal.
Yeah, that's drugs.
Ah,
That's what drugs are.
such a negative connotation for something that's so beneficial, no?
I mean, drugs can be medication as well, so I disagree, but...
It's the inflection that you're giving it, though, that gives me pause. But
That being
this
said,
is not why
despite
we are
the-
here. We are not here to discuss my business dealings. We are here to discuss your business dealings with Marissa. No, I see that she has sent you here on her behest. And certainly she offers to give you some form of payment, no? It has come to my attention that she has something nice and fancy locked away in a box of hers somewhere. This is what she has offered you?
We can neither confirm nor deny what any payment might be, or if there is any.
Well, then you may be surprised to find that I have means of accessing it as well. And he goes into his vest pocket and pulls out a golden key. He says, "This is a key to the very lockbox with something very shiny in it. Something that I think you would all be very interested to find. Perhaps what she has promised to you. It looked very shiny, but very off-putting when I took a
Am
look
I
at it.
forgetting? Am I forgetting something out of character? What? Do we know what he's talking about?
All you know is that the Skinner gave Marissa something very dangerous, and this is what she was using as leverage in your negotiations with her.
We don't know
what it is yet.
You don't know
though,
what it
right?
is.
We
This
don't
key
know.
could be anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
Yeah,
seemed she
okay.
did, like, she was being purposefully obtuse
yeah.
about. And he says, very fancy clockwork contraption with some nasty looking alchemical substance in it.
Why do you have a key to the box?
Ah, well, we used to be very good friends, Marissa and I. We went in on a box together and had a copy of the key made. Unfortunately, I think she assumed that when I got picked up by the law, that it would have been confiscated and lost somewhere in the confines of the Absalom Constabulary Services. But no, I have managed to hold on to this key for a very long time.
How long ago was that you were imprisoned, and when did she suspect you might have turned coat?
Well, she betrayed me. She sold me out on a job we were doing together. This would have been about 6 years ago.
So she's had this treasure from the Skinner for years.
The box, the safety deposit box that she uses. This is a key to that. The item.
She keeps the thing in the box. So why wouldn't she change the locks if she knew you had a key? How do we know that key even works anymore?
Oh, it works. I used it when I heard she had something shiny stored away in there.
And then you left that something shiny there for what? Her to find it again? Why did you take it?
Well, you see, we were kicked out. Some of my men got into a bit of a brawl with some of their men, and we were asked politely to leave before I could actually get my hands on it.
When did this happen?
2 weeks ago?
But you escaped. You escaped any punishment or law or anything else?
Oh, we were just kicked off the premise. Let me back up. I'm giving you a lot of information for free.
Yes. Why are you willing to help us if you know as much as you say you do about us and the fact that we are here on Marissa's behest? Why would you help us?
If you tell me where her hideout is, then I will give you this key and tell you what I know.
Very quickly, can I sense motive his story?
Plus 13?
Perception, right? It's plus 8. Plus 19, truthfully?
Plus 19?
Yeah.
He's clearly like the slick, like business guy. He's
Right.
trying to work a deal, and if he can not have to deal with you and get rid of his enemy in the process.
Yeah.
It's a win for him.
Does it look like he's making up a story? Like, does he look like he's lying, or?
There is certainly... he's speaking around things. He's not using specific... he's not using specifics.
I'm really hung up on, he just left it. Like, he got into this place, opened the box, and then what? They found out he wasn't Marissa, and then they kicked him out, right as soon as he opens the box? That's very suspicious to me.
Maybe that he didn't know what it particularly was, and there might be something more important later on that he wants to steal, so doesn't want to tip her off.
But he has the key. I don't know. It's weird.
If you... I will be happy to answer any questions about your recompense if you tell me where Hideout is. Simple trade, yes?
Well, tell us you have the key, but do you know where this lockbox is?
I do. I would not have been able to open it if I did not.
Oh, that's right. I completely forgot.
And what's to stop us from just taking that key from you now and moving on with our lives? And truthfully, if she's going to give us the box anyway, why do we need you at all?
You don't. I'm just making this an easier process for everybody involved. No fighting needs to happen, and you can just go on to the box without any issue.
Our specific charge from Marissa was to mess up this operation, right?
And take out Bloody Burleth.
Oh, kill him. Okay.
Yeah. Make sure that he can't start up anything with the sweepers again.
So the way it kind of seems to me right now is we either have this big drawn-out combat here, take it from him if we win, or we strike a deal and then likely have to have this long combat with Marissa Joan later once she realizes we double-crossed her.
Yeah, do we feel like we can fight the alchemists better or the fighters with shields?
That's sort of my thought, is we have a choice here of which combat would we rather have.
There's with the shields 100%.
Yeah, the alchemist stuff kind of, it's concerning.
It is up to you, my friends. Again, there is nothing stopping you from attempting to take the key from me, but it will be no good without the information.
I do not dislike you, Bella. You come across to me as a, not an honest man, but a forthright man.
I do not dislike you either, little one.
It's true. I am quite little. I might be offended by that. Okay.
Yeah. Again, he's a 6'8" half-orc man.
He's taller than Kashak.
And I'm 2'9", and
And there was no derogatory spin on it or anything. It was just yeah, you're tiny. Yeah.
Mhm. I come up to his midway through his chin,
Yeah.
So, here's my question. What sort of protection can you guarantee us when Burleth realizes that we have double-crossed you? Will you go in with us to face her eventually? Do we join you in that takedown?
Oh, no, your help will not be needed. I just need to know where she is.
Oh, sounds like we don't even have to fight.
No, the sweepers will take care of everything else. I just need to know where she's located.
Right now, she's blah 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 at the blah 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 blah.
Are you?
Yeah, I give him the
hideout?
direction.
So yeah, you give him the information to the specific, sewer outlet under the boardwalk in the docks, and he flips the key in his hand, grabs it, and then holds it out. That's all I need to know. And if this is in fact not the location, then we'll have words later. But I am willing to hold up my end of the bargain. This key is to a lockbox at a certain casino. It's known as the Lucky Nimbus. Now,
that was where they got thrown out of, right?
Yes.
Oh, that's what we heard. Is they got thrown out of the Lucky Nimbus Casino? Yeah.
Yeah.
I was attempting to figure out what contraption or prize item that she had placed in there. I heard she had been given something very interesting indeed, and wanted to check it out for myself. But unfortunately, the men that I had brought with me were distracting some of her toughs with a game of cards, and it got out of hand, and we were asked to leave before I could ascertain precisely what it was. It is some clockwork contraption. I'm not quite certain exactly what it does. I did not have enough time to study it, but it contains 2 rather large tanks of some vile alchemical substance. I'm not sure. Again, I did not have time to fully discover its secrets, but it is very deadly. I will tell you that much. It looked to be some means of distributing this alchemical substance over a wide area. But this is the key to her lockbox. You may go in and get it. The problem is, you will not be able to just walk up and ask for Marissa's box. The owner will know that you are attempting to get something, and he will think that you are attempting to get it for Marissa, and Marissa is currently banned. So, you must do it in a bit more of a low-profile manner. See, normally what you would do is when you go, you ask, I would like to see my lockbox. You go with the owner, and he will use his key to get in, and you will both use your keys simultaneously to unlock the box. A bit of a security measure, yes? So you'll need to get the key off of the owner, and then use both keys on the box. This is as much as I know. Certainly they have other security measures. They have their own guards, but unfortunately I do not know the full extent of their security systems. Now, I do know, however, that in about 3 days there will be a festival held at the Lucky Nimbus. They'll be brimming full of people, and that their security system will be stressed out in making sure everything is going swimmingly. This would be the perfect time for you to slip in unnoticed. Get the key, go to the box, get the item. Yes?
You said 3 days.
In 3 days, yes. It is, what they call...
Cloud Day.
It's... oh gosh, I'm sorry. The Floating Gala,
Sorry,
yes. It is known as the Floating Gala, held at the Lucky Nimbus in honor of the Radiant Festival.
Oh, that's still going on, oh yeah.
I've
Will there
heard
be
that
a
name in
monster?
a year and a half.
Will there be a rust monster there?
There may be. I heard there was a menagerie in town.
Yeah, we heard that as well. Hey, Mr. Bloody, forgive me. What sort of clientele frequents the Lucky Nimbus? Is it an establishment affiliated with people in your and Marissa's profession, or is it a bit more above board?
There are all stratuses of social hierarchy that associate with the Lucky Nimbus. Tables for everybody. As long as you have money, they do not particularly care. But
Was Stratus a cloud pun?
sure, why have you done this to me? But the Floating Gala, however, will be a very high-profile event, so you may need to gussy up a bit to blend in.
Shaq pulls out the same tuxedo we wore to the to Andrew Pratchett's place. It's still in the bag of holding. It's just like shakes it out and it's not wrinkled anymore.
How much is the buy-in at the Lucky Nimbus? Like 2,000?
No, that is.
You know, like a
bit
really
high.
low number, like for a casino, like casinos that I go to, they're usually higher than that. So 2,000 for like a really small one like this.
It depends on the table you wanted to play at.
So Lucky Nimbus is not like a gangster casino. It's just a casino.
It's a casino. You would assume
Yeah,
that
okay.
it, if there is gang activity there, that it's not related to the casino. It's just gangs doing stuff, or like gambling.
Yeah, and they have like a don't ask, don't tell policy, I'm sure, for like
Yeah.
people who keep stuff there. Like, yeah, okay, cool.
So I will tell you, this is pretty much, you can ask more questions, but he doesn't know too much about the Lucky Nimbus itself.
Yeah.
There is a lot of information to be gained when we go into heist rules.
I
He's
love heist rules.
For those of you who saw our one shot, we'll be using the same system of
Amazing.
heists.
Berlith, here's my other concern. Marissa does know that she has sent us here to nix you from the playing board. And if we walk away from here with 3 days in between us attacking the Lucky Nimbus, unless you're planning on going and clearing out her hideout now,
You won't
puts
need
up
to worry about
with-
Marissa.
do we need to worry about her boys?
I shouldn't think so.
Berlith, I would advise you to remember that you mentioned that these drugs don't hurt people because hurting people is bad.
No, drugs don't hurt people, but I
I
can
hurt
hurt people.
Please do your best, of course. I'm not your dad, but please do your best not to hurt innocent people.
I'm
The
sure,
washboard dogs are not friends of ours, but
I'm sure you're well aware that they are not innocents.
I do have one. I have two more questions for you, Mr.
Go
Bloody.
ahead.
Firstly, I'd like to know the asking price for that construct that has a brain in it.
Um,
Or the schematics for building one of our own, rather.
that is an
Perhaps.
interesting proposition. I had not thought of selling it. It's
We
not...
want one for our own reasons.
One maybe without a brain though.
Yeah, we don't need the brain,
You don't need the brain.
but don't ask any more questions than that.
I can.
Don't worry about it.
don't worry about why we don't need it.
I could build you one.
What does that take? 3 days?
Or you could sell us the formula, and I, as a master crafter, could build it.
Give us the secret
Unfortunately-
formula.
Unfortunately, the formula is a bit of a trade secret, my friend. Let me see. How much does it cost?
Oski, how do you reverse engineer stuff? Do you have to break it?
He does it.
No, you don't.
No.
Well, you just disassemble. You disassemble, but it just takes more time.
Okay. Let's knock out Berlith, disassemble the
Um,
construct. You can learn the recipe, and then we can go from here.
Yeah, I mean, there's
Kill the sentient creature that's clearly living in that construct so we can disassemble his body and recreate it for our own.
There we go.
It
This
talks
is our
about how
villain
to
origin
craft
story.
one, but it does not specifically say how much it costs.
If you're looking for formula cost, I think there's a separate table by level.
Well, he's not going to sell you the formula. He's going to build you one and sell you that.
Oh, then I have no idea how to help you.
Oh, he
He says,
offer
I
his
can
help.
I can build you one if you are interested. Unfortunately, I cannot give away trade secrets in the formula, but I could certainly build you one.
That's understandable. I mean, Oski is a master crafter. Is it possible that you would be willing to have him as a right-hand man for the project, just so he could learn a bit from you?
No, unfortunately not. Again, it is a bit of a
But it's
secret.
not. Yes.
Though I am
I
sure he
thought-
is quite
I-
skilled in his own right. It is nothing personal, it's purely business.
We understand. As soon as you have a bit of a better quote on the price, we'd love to hear it from you. We don't want to get locked into a contract before, we understand what we're buying into.
Yeah, it gives you a quote. um,
Just out of character, I would hate for us to get stuck with a fat ass bill we can't pay, and then this gangster hates us.
Yeah. He says, he gives you the quote. He says, if you want one, bring me the money here and I'll get started on it right away, kind of deal. And
Sounds like a reasonable deal.
Yeah, and once I find it after the game, I'll shoot you all a message with
we'll
how much
figure
it
that out.
costs. Yeah.
Not worried about it. My second question, and this is much more important to me personally, but also much more secret. I need your oath that you won't share it with anyone.
Share what with anyone?
You seem like a man who knows things about things.
One might say.
He reaches into a pouch pocket on his hip,
Are you gonna pull out the rock?
and he just like wraps his hand around something in the pouch. Share this with no one. But tell me, what do you think of this? Takes his hand out. It's closed fist. He opens his palm. And he's got the cool rock that he found on that rooftop that one time.
What did we say it was like?
Knew it!
God.
What did I say it was like an amethyst? Is that what I
Yeah,
said?
it's purple. It's an amethyst.
Yeah.
It's worth about 10 gold. That's what you've said every single time.
He looks at it. He says, may I hold this?
Kashak kind of takes a hand back in fear. You're like, oh,
I will give it right back to you, my friend. I just wish to inspect it closer.
of course. Here.
And you see that he like pulls out from under his desk like an alchemical kit, and he begins to identify it.
Don't hurt her, please.
That's
She's
only
fragile.
about 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
2.5 weeks.
And he like pulls out different strips of paper, and you see that he's like rubbing on the paper, and it's giving like different colorized results as he's dropping different alchemicals onto the like strips after they have portions of the rock on it.
Okay.
And then you see that he like waves his hand, mutters an incantation, casts a spell over it. And this takes about 10 minutes. You're just sitting there watching him do that. He says, "My friend, I do not know where you found this, but I would recommend keeping it very safe. It does something that I, even myself, cannot discern."
I knew it. I knew it had powers beyond my comprehension.
On the outside, it may look like a simple amethyst, maybe worth 10 gold. But there is something much more going on here.
This amethyst is gonna be the BBG, isn't it?
Let's just pop out. Ah, I'm here. Bartlett, you've done me a great service today. You've
Keep it
assuaged
secret.
many of my fears.
Keep it safe.
And the whole time he's been doing his little alchemy, Kashak's been pacing around the room like his child is in surgery. He's in a hospital waiting room. Thank you, doctor. Thank you so much for your help. I appreciate it.
Please,
And he
just
scooped
start
up, scooped up the rock. Mr. Bloody, you've been very helpful. Thank you so much. And he puts it back in his pouch pocket. And, okay, I think we can go now.
Okay.
Does anyone else have any questions or rocks he wants them to look at?
No, that right there answered every question I've ever had.
Glad I could be of service. And he sprints out of the room.
So he gives you the key. He tells you, again, the main takeaway is that you cannot ask to see Marissa Jones' lockbox because you will not be allowed to since she is banned from the Lucky Nimbus. They'll be working under the assumption that you were trying to get their stuff out for them, and that's not how it works. So you've got to go in incognito. A client generally will ask to see the lockbox. The proprietor, a man by the name of Gage Carlisle, will go with them down to the casino's vault, where he and the client each insert their own keys into separate locks to access the lockbox. He's fairly certain that Gage keeps the key on him at all times. But there's not much else that he knows about the security. So, what you will have to do is spend the next couple of days preparing and casing the joint for your heist.
I love casing a good joint.
So in exactly 3 days is the floating gala. So right now it's about like 10:30 at night. The gala will start at 8 o'clock in 3 days. So what are we? I already said it was like what, Moon Day? Star Day, Wheel Day, Toil Day. So 8 o'clock on Toil Day.
Oath day.
Oath Day, like I said. I've already mentioned I'm garbage
Thursday.
with the
Oath Day.
Galarian calendar. Yeah, whatever the Thursday equivalent is.
Oh, it's there.
Oath day.
and you all exit. You can tell that even as you're walking away, you hear Burleth begin shouting, "All right, send word to the other houses. We must go. It is finally time to settle the score." And you see, like, multiple runners, like, running off into different sections of the city, gathering the troops for this confrontation. What would you all like to do?
Go back to Marissa's to watch. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Get some popcorn on the way.
Wait, so they're going now? Like they're going to go
That's what it sounds like.
break their stuff like now?
Seems like it.
All right, so that takes away our plan of going somewhere else. What time is it?
About 10:30.
10:30.
You guys want to start in the morning?
Yeah, I think maybe we pack it in for tonight and then start our preparations.
Sounds good.
Head back to the apartment.
Where is
Back to the safe house?
Is it like near? Is it nearby? Is it in the? It's in the docks, right?
It is in the docks. You are. I'll take you to the map. It's not too far. Take a look.
Hey guys, by the way, I'm stoked to have a giant construct body for Reginald. By the way, that sounds like a Tankcast thing to do.
That's hilarious.
For real.
So the safe house is this dot right there.
Mm-hmm.
You all are maybe like up here, like right in this northern section there.
Okay.
And you would know that like this southern district right here, you can see that kind of section that's kind of divided by those streets. That's the kind of section that the washboard dogs work out of, and their hideout was near these piers under the boardwalk around here. So you're heading back to the hideout.
Cha.
Okay.
Yeah.
You make your way there, and bed down for the night. And you awake the next day. Let me just double check something. You awake the next morning at level 10.
Whoa. Stop it.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh, wow.
The Lucky Nimbus is going to be the hardest thing we've ever had to do ever.
I mean,
Oh.
isn't
my
everything you do in this game the hardest thing you've ever done in this game?
Oh my gosh.
I hope not.
Wait, so are we doing this now? Are we gonna like talk about level ups now?
If you guys have things ready.
I do.
I've got some stuff ready, yeah.
I know I sprung
got
it
it.
on you. I usually give you a heads up, but I didn't want to say anything in case we actually did do all of the combats there, because there's a very real world in which you just do all of the combats
Lost
there.
all of that. Well,
Yeah, we didn't catch any of that. Will.
I was going to say I'd normally give you a heads up, right?
Mhm.
When you're going to level up soon, but I didn't know if you were going to take his offer or if you're going to do all of the combats there.
Right.
So since you made it out with, making an ally instead of making an enemy, you guys got a decent amount of experience with that,
We have
and
banger experience for that, yeah.
way less time than doing all of the combats. So,
Yo, nice.
awesome.
but not all of the loot. So, trades.
True.
Yeah, who wants to start? Does anyone have everything ready they would like to go over?
Ability boost. Oh my god.
Yeah, oh my god. I'm
Let me
crying.
see.
I know, right? Holy shit.
10th is a big level, no?
10th is gigantic.
Oh,
Yeah,
I get a feat
Okay.
that I've always wanted.
What stuff does everybody get? Everybody gets 4 ability score boosts at a 5 level, right? At 10. So
Mhm.
everybody's going to get that stuff. We're all going to get like feats. We're going to get free archetype feats.
Yeah, class feat, skill feat, archetype feat.
Oh, my to hit went up by 2.
I know, right? It's so sweet.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Of course, Archives decides at this moment is the moment that it's going to crash.
No, it's same for me. It's all right though.
I'm pretty sure I can go first. So,
Hit me
with my ability score boost, I went with my strength became a 19, my dexterity became a big ol' 20.
Ooh.
Took my con to a 16 and my whiz to an 18, so a lot of boosts in those places. Obviously increased my to hit, and will hopefully increase crits by that same metric as well. My ranger feat, actually, I took the I can't remember if it's called Incredible Companion, but Shithra is going to get a bit more powerful. She's going to get a lot of that same stuff. She becomes a Savage Companion, which increases her some of her ability scores, some of her skills get stronger. This is kind of what I was alluding to with like both of us going into nature and her looking a lot bigger and a lot meaner, was kind of in preparation for this happening, where she gets a lot of mechanical benefits and boosts from that kind of thing. So definitely psyched about that. I think with my scout archetype, my free archetype, it's not scout, it's archer. With the archer archetype, I'm pretty sure I'm going to take what is effectively quick draw. I think it's something different in the archer archetype, but I'll likely be taking that, which is you can draw your bow and interact to shoot with one action. So if I don't ever get caught with my pants down without having the bow drawn and taking the action economy. I think that's the best feat for me at this level, but I'll let you know if I change my mind on that.
Sounds good. Okay. Anybody else?
Archives is straight up not working.
Yeah. Oh gosh, yeah, no, straight up not working at all.
EFSRD.
Okay. I think I can go.
Okay.
So my ability scores boosted in strength up to 12. So now I've got a bigger to hit, or not bigger to hit, but
Bigger
more damage.
Yep.
Also boosted my dexterity up to 19.
Okay.
My con up to 16. And my wisdom up to 14.
Very nice.
I also got some spicy new feats. I have double speak.
Oh, that's a great feat.
Is that a
Which
skill
I can't really tell you exactly what it does at this moment, but
Is that your skill feat?
yes, that's my skill feat. Yes.
Hey, Jack, remember that time you said skill feet suck?
Yeah. Did I tell you what skill feat I took? I did not. I don't care.
Basically can convey a message to somebody while saying something else with just coded words and stuff,
Yeah.
I believe. And then I get a new finisher,
Stop it.
Ooh.
Stop getting those.
God.
which is called a stunning finisher, and I will tell you more about that
I would assume it's damage plus fortitude save for
You
stun.
get the stun. Yeah.
Yeah.
Still really cool.
With a sword.
Yeah, stunning fist, but for swashbucklers.
Or sword. Yeah. Awesome.
So yeah, my damage is now just add 1 to all of it. Got a ton more hit points from that con boost and leveling up. My perception is now 16 instead of 14.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's everything.
All right. Oski?
I know the biggest thing I get. My free archetype one. I think I'm taking Divine Evolution. I don't remember what that does, and I can't find out what that does. But I think that's what I have written down in my notes. Don't know what skill feat I'm taking yet, because in my notes I'm taking a crafting feat, and crafting sucks, so I'm probably gonna pick a different one. But again, can't really look at that right now. Archives is down. The most important thing I'm doing at 10th level, my class feat that I'm taking is called Shield of Reckoning.
Ooh. What does
so
that do?
so good. I can now essentially do 2 reactions for the price of 1. If an enemy meets both triggers for shield block and my champion's reaction, in 1 reaction I can do both.
Wow.
Oh,
Nice.
stop it.
Wow.
So at this level, that would mean I can prevent 26 points of damage and then get all the other, effects on them with 1 reaction, and then still have a separate reaction for
You could shield block twice and champion's reaction 1 time with 2 reactions,
yes.
theoretically.
Wow.
Yes.
That's crazy. What?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Shield of Reckoning.
That's
It's
really cool.
Such a good feat.
Impressive.
Wow.
And then I got the ability boost, so I'm also now a 20 strength character. My charisma is also an 18 now, so that means the persistent damage for my champion's reaction is higher. So keep that in mind.
I'm not worried. My enemies are stronger
Yeah,
too.
boy. And I'm a beefy boy with health.
Big beefy boy. Speaking of big beefy boys, Bastro.
Oh man. So, Bastro, we'll start with ability scores. I chose Con, Int, Wisdom, and Charisma. So, Constitution is now 16, Intelligence is 18, Wisdom is 12, and Charisma is 18.
No strength or dex. Interesting.
Strength is already at 18. Dex, I have armor. I don't really need Dex.
Fair enough.
Yep. But the class feat is what I'm really excited for, called Dimensional Disappearance. So
Oh.
whenever I cast Dimensional Assault, I still have to teleport within like 5 feet of someone I'm attacking. But instead of attacking them, I can choose to remain invisible, and it acts as a 2nd level invisibility spell for a minute.
What?
Yep.
Oh my god.
So you
So
can.
I can cast invisibility as a focus spell.
You just have to
Wow.
end
I just have to be
next to somebody.
And next,
Yeah.
exactly.
Still really cool.
And then I am still TBD about class feats. Since my intelligence went up, I also get a new language and a new skill to be trained in. I just still have not figured out what that's going to look like. But the last thing, the archetype feat, I'm very excited for is improved familiar. I believe it is. Basically, my familiar gets two more abilities that they can use.
Let's
Mhm.
go, Peter.
And I chose the refocus rejuvenation. So 2 actions, I can
That's-
refocus a focus point.
Yeah.
It's
the
really,
best one.
it's awesome. And the other one I chose is Spell Battery, which lets me cast an additional spell slot. It has to be 3 levels lower than my highest spell slot. So at 2nd level for Bastro.
Wait, that's awesome for you. That gives you access to lower level spells that you don't have access to. It's amazing.
Exactly. Yep.
Whoa.
So it's giving me a little shortcut back into the lower level
that's-
spells.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
That's actually really cool.
Peter reminds you how to cast low level magic. You're like,
That's how I'm treating it.
Wait, that's so funny. I love
really
that.
neat. Yeah.
All
that's
right.
cool.
Well, level 10. Halfway through, ladies and gentlemen. The level advancement. Crazy. It's only been, what, a year and a half? 2 years, almost?
Yeah, right.
It's definitely been 3 weeks since we started this campaign.
So you wake up, and even as you begin to go about your day, you're already hearing gossip on the lips of people in the docks about how the washboard dogs got absolutely washed out last night, in the middle of the night. Apparently the hideout was raided, the place was ransacked, and nobody's seen or heard from Marissa Joan. But we're going to go into basically heist preparation. So you have 3 days to case the Lucky Nimbus Casino in order to make an attempt for Marissa's lockbox during the floating gala. Let me give a quick primer on infiltration. So this is a subsystem that was introduced in the Game Mastery Guide, and I'm really excited to use it because there's a lot of really cool things you can do with your 3 days of downtime. Namely, what you're looking for is there are 2 tracks that we're going to be using. One is infiltration points. One is awareness points. So as you earn infiltration points by doing a variety of prep activities, you will gain information or gain tools depending on what you're doing. Basically it can be used to get over obstacles. It's very specific. Infiltration points are kind of if you think about like the obstacles that we were doing in the chase scene, like you have to meet a certain number of infiltration points to do the thing. Like that's kind of how this system works. So you'll choose a downtime activity, you'll make rolls, you'll get infiltration points, and you need X amount of infiltration points to do a thing. Then there's awareness points. As you are both preparing for the heist, depending on what you do, depending on how risky your casing is, and during the heist, if things go wrong, if you get spotted, if you fail checks, make a lot of noise.
You're cutting out a ton. You're cutting out so much.
Unfortunately, I think it's just Discord because it's still going through on the stream. So at least there's that.
Either noise suppression on?
Probably.
Yeah.
As you fail or make risky decisions or, get seen doing things, the awareness points will go up. Once you hit 40 awareness points, the heist will, quote unquote, fail. Something will happen that will kick you out of the heist. But there are smaller thresholds throughout that where things will happen. Security will get tighter. Obstacles will get harder. Checks will get harder. Things like that as you accrue awareness points. So be cognizant of how much you're doing, because it's things like making loud noises, casting verbose spells that have a big effect. Things like that draw attention and draw awareness points. So it's not that you can't do that. It's just if you're going to be aware of what you're doing that is causing that awareness. Let's talk about some of these downtime activities that you can do in preparation. I'm going to list a couple. If there are any that sound interesting to you, we can go into them in more depth. So some of the basic activities are going to be to bribe a contact to get information. You could forge documents. You could gain a contact to try to influence them outside of just giving them money. You could scout the location. You could secure disguises. Let me see. And then there are 2 that are specific to the Lucky Nimbus. The first one is that maybe even as you guys are beginning to speak about the heist and beginning your preparations, maybe one of you grabs a newspaper. Maybe you grab the Eyes on Absalom to read.
Oh no.
In the morning. And you see an interesting headline.
Oh no.
Let me see if I can find it.
What's his name? Venkaskerkin?
Yeah, Reginald Venkaskerkin.
Where is it? Oh, do I not? Oh, here it is. Here we go. You see the front page is all about the bank heist at the Penny and Sphinx Trust and the Copperhand thieves getting caught up and dispersed, and the murder cult. Talking about all of the exploits that you all went through from the point of view of the town guard. Specifically the Grey Cloaks.
You know, I'm less mad about this one because
I'm really not mad about them at all, though.
I'm not mad about it at all. Yeah. Keeps us under wraps.
The first one upset me. This one I'm totally cool with.
I'm like, it's still propaganda, and I still don't like Reginald, but I'm happy about, like, us not being plastered all over the pages, you know?
No, totally.
True.
Yeah.
True.
And as you're flipping through it, maybe Oski, something catches your attention because apparently the Lucky Nimbus is also hiring part-time kitchen staff to prepare for the upcoming gala. So one of your downtime preparation activities is you could actually attempt to acquire a kitchen job for the heist.
That's incredible.
100%.
And furthermore, if you all successfully secure disguises, you could attempt to store something of your own in the vault. So that one so those two have specific requirements. If you wanted to get a kitchen job, you would have to apply today. Today is the only day they're accepting applicants because they need time to train their kitchen staff. And if you wanted to store something in the vault, you would have to secure disguises to disguise yourself as someone wealthy enough to necessitate a vault box in the Lucky Nimbus.
Well, that's what I'm gonna do.
You're going to secure disguises?
Yeah.
When you say the application's due today, do you mean like 10:30 at night today? Oh, I'm sorry, we slept.
This is the
so
next
like
day.
the next day.
Yeah.
We slept. I'm so sorry. We slept.
So the acquired kitchen job must be undertaken on the first downtime day while making preparations. So I hear secure disguises. I hear potentially acquire kitchen job from Oski.
Oh, that's absolutely what Oski
Okay.
would want to do.
Kashak, I feel like you're a scout location kind of guy.
Absolutely.
Bastro.
I think I'm going to secure disguises with compasses.
Okay. So let's start with that since half of the group is doing that.
Cool.
Now, undercover disguises are pretty important for this gala. As Burleth mentioned, it's going to be very high profile. So you all are attempting to secure dress appropriate for the four of you to be in this place for this gala. And obviously your street clothes are not going to cut it. What you're going to do is you're going to need a society check, crafting check, or to spend 20 gold each to basically gather so society and crafting in concert to source materials and then build disguises, or spend 20 gold each to buy your clothing.
I was kind of joking
Can I
about
make
the
an argument for deception?
Deception to cover which aspect?
The making a disguise, like, portion of it?
So, making a disguise is very general. You're not really making a disguise so much as you're making fine clothing.
As your what?
As you're just making fine clothing.
Okay.
It's not like you're trying to disguise your identities. You're just basically making an outfit or procuring an outfit that would be suitable for this event.
Okay.
That being said, if Oski does get the job in the kitchen, you wouldn't need a disguise for him.
Okay.
So, when we went to 100 Projects, we had to get disguises for that too. The Halls of Plains, or whatever that was called, I forget.
House of the Plains.
House of the Plains. Would we not still have that stuff?
It's not up to. It's not up to
This is
snuff.
a gala.
Yeah,
It's not applicable. Okay.
This is like think like a
That's
political
like fourth
fundraiser.
level. That's a fourth level tuxedo. Where
Yeah.
we need a 10th level tuxedo.
This is like black tie at the Met Gala.
Cool. All right.
This.
And we're
yeah.
trying not to look like scruffy ruffians. We're trying to look like we fit in. Yeah, that works.
So
Scruffy.
so each of these activities, I should also mention, you can do one per day per person. So Baster, if that changes your mind about doing the same activity,
Wait, so he can't do the same activity?
he
as
absolutely can.
Bas- Okay.
What I'm saying is that,
One per day per person.
yeah, if Baster chooses to do the same activity and you both succeed, you're not getting extra benefit out of both of you succeeding.
Got you. So Boski is going to get a job. Twinkle Toes is procuring disguises.
Twinkle
Kashak
Toes,
is
Scouting the area.
Scouting.
Yeah.
let me
Can I? Okay. Bastard's gonna look up info for of the actual casino.
Okay. Give me 1 sec. So Twinkle Toes, you can actually do society, crafting, or performance.
What?
It's very weirdly worded. So give me 1 sec.
Okay.
It says society check or crafting or performance if the agent pays 20 gold for fine linens.
So if we pay the 20 gold, I also need to succeed on a performance check.
Correct.
Got it.
And again, that is 20 gold per person that you are securing a disguise for.
Sounds like I'm doing society.
So go ahead and roll me a society check.
Okay.
And roll me 1 check per disguise that you are attempting to procure today.
Okay. First one was a 28.
Okay, unfortunately, that one does not succeed. You can try up to 4 times. Get 4.
28 does not succeed.
Correct. I'm assuming you're attempting to secure 4 disguises, yes?
Yeah.
So you have 3 more chances to get disguises.
So that was a 14 on the dice. So I don't know if this is. I'm thinking it might be a DC 30. This is going to be really hard for me to do. And I don't want us to walk in there looking like demos.
I'll come back to you. You keep thinking on it. I'll come back to you. Oski, you read into the wanted ad, and you head over to the Lucky Nimbus in the. Is it in the docks? I actually don't know. You head over to the Lucky Nimbus. You know where it is, and they are basically doing interviews. They're hiring bussers, servers, and assistant cooks. You could attempt to earn a place in the kitchen with diplomacy, society, or cooking lore. So, if you do get this job, however, you will be unable to do any other preparation activities. This would be the thing that you do.
That's okay. I think Oski, I think he would talk to the group and explain that he thinks having a person on the quote-unquote inside would probably be very beneficial.
Mm-hmm.
So I think he's fine with that.
I think all of us would agree.
Yep, that's pretty on brand.
Yeah.
On brand.
So
yeah.
with those, he's gonna put on his underbite smiling face and roll diplomacy.
Okay.
in addition to what you see on my resume, I'm also a very pleasant person to be around, and I work well with others and conflict manage appropriately.
Blah blah blah. And okay, not bad, but hopefully it's also not a DC 30. It's a 28.
28. On diplomacy, you say?
Diplomacy 28 on diplomacy.
That is exactly a success.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So you were offered a job as a busser, server, or assistant cook, your choice. And each day you work, you will actually earn 1d6 gold. Including
okay.
today. So today, they hire you on the spot. You manage to talk your way into a job. They hire you on the spot. Are you picking busser, server, or assistant cook?
Much as I think he would want to be an assistant cook, I think he wants to be a server because he feels like that will give him the most access to places, since the job naturally will require him to be on the move a lot. So if he's like walking around places or going into doors, it wouldn't be weird. So he's going to be a server.
Okay. So, you earn 5 gold for your work today. And you also gain 1 edge point. Edge points are another resource that will let you re-roll a die similar to a hero point, but it's usually related to a specific thing. So for instance, last time we used edge points, it's when Twinkletoes and Bastro created disguises for themselves, and they gained edge points to basically re-roll deception checks when using the disguise to disguise themselves. We'll talk about what yours can be used for at a later time, but just mark down that you have... Oh, can you not hear me?
You're just cutting in and out a ton.
It's pretty bad.
I don't know why Discord is doing this, because it's working on the stream. I don't know. I do apologize. Still can't hear me?
No, I can hear you. Every now and then you just cut out.
Okay.
It's long stretches that are problematic for us.
Yeah.
But if
Interesting.
it's extra, we can put it in.
Well, basically, we will talk about what your edge point is useful for at a later time. Just mark down that you have an edge point from your job as a server. Okay. Twinkletoes, did you decide what you wanted to do for those last 3 disguises?
So we don't need one for Oski, so I'm gonna say that first one was a practice round, and I decided that this was not it for me. And I'm gonna do the performance while paying 20 gold for the other 3 of us.
This is the chef, Oski, that hires you.
Oh, yikes. Okay.
Where's the lamb sauce?
That's Gordon Ramsay.
It's emo Gordon Ramsay. So, Twinkletoes,
Yep.
what would you like to do?
I would like to roll performance.
Okay.
And
And pay 20 gold?
pay 20 gold. And it's 20 gold per.
Yes.
Okay.
Sure, you could source other people's disguises with their gold.
How do you guys feel about chalking up 20 gold for a disguise?
I don't have 20 gold.
Okay. So maybe I just do a disguise for myself or for Bastro.
It's 20 gold if you use performance, right?
Yeah.
Or
but
crafting.
not for the
yeah.
other. But for society, it's not 20 gold.
Correct.
And there's no diplomacy option, right?
Yeah, so the society check would be to find somebody who is able to, like, tailor your clothes to look good enough.
Gotcha.
Crafting or performance would be actually making them yourselves. Then the 20 gold is for the material.
So I am going to just procure one Disguise, and it's gonna be for Bastro.
Okay.
And I'll put 2 platinum down for that.
Go ahead
And I'm going to use my stylish trick acrobatic performance to roll acrobatics for my performance check.
Sure.
$33.
That is a success. So you do procure a disguise for Bastro.
Ooh.
Kashak,
All right.
my good friend,
What's up, buddy?
you're attempting to scout the location.
So I've been told. Got my dice ready for you. I'll roll whatever you want. You tell me. Just tell me what it is and I'll roll it. I've done it before, I'll do it again.
Crafter.
Give me 1 second. I'm reading through everything.
7. No, sorry, 6. I have a -1. At this level, skills are so funny because we have -1s in so many other things, and then I have a 21 in stealth. It's like the disparate nature of it is so funny.
I think we'll actually come back to you because there's actually very little information on. It just says you can scout the location if you make this roll. Like, okay, but what does that mean? So I will come back to you on that one.
Means give me the goods.
Means give me the goods. Bastro, what are you looking for?
Any information on like the layout of the inside of the casino?
So that would also be scouting information or scout location.
Rip.
Great. Give me one.
Chuck and Bastro just go gambling.
So why don't we do this? Why don't we go ahead and call that here for tonight?
Well, there's some off-book stuff.
I will, get a little deeper into figuring out what exactly is going on my end. Because again, you guys kind of blitzed through things a lot faster than I was expecting. And we'll come back next week with the heist of the century. Thank you all so much for joining us, and we'll be back next week at 7 o'clock. And we'll see you next time.
See you soon.
Adios.
Bye-bye.